Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Not sure what I'm doing with my hands. As promised, in today's video I will be talking about the Vito B. This is a Vito B, a Voigtländer Vito B to be more exact. It has been released in 1954 by Voigtländer, and it has been produced, this sort of model, the Vito series, until 1959. If you guys see me looking towards that way, it's because I have dates and years and stuff written down because I can't remember them for the life of me. I got this camera from a friend who has kindly gave it to me as a present, let's say, and I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it because it's so tiny, it's so compact. Yes, it can be quite tricky when you're actually using it because it's so small, but it's just gorgeous. It's one of those cameras that you have to love it. There's no way, I don't think there is anyone out there that will look at this camera that loves film cameras and will say that it's not good or it's bad or it looks ugly or anything like that. The idea with it is that there are two different models in the series. There is this particular one, which is the Vito B. It's quite small and compact, and there is another one that has a slightly bigger viewfinder that a lot of people find it quite clunky and ugly, and again, it's a personal preference. In the end, it's a camera, it's a tool, but sometimes if it looks good, I don't know, at least in my case with film cameras, if they look good as well, I will enjoy using them even more. Both versions were fitted with the same sort of lens, which, and now I'm gonna butcher some names, very bad. It's a Color-Skopar, not sure how they're supposed to be spelled. So it's a Prontor SVS lens. There are two different versions. There is a 2.8 lens and there is a 3.5 lens. The one that I have on the camera is the 3.5 lens. This particular camera doesn't actually have interchangeable lenses. So if you buy one of them, you will either have one or the other lens. Now, the lens itself is what stands out in this camera, because the lenses, they are this particular Color-Skopar lenses are well known for their sharpness. They are produced they were produced, the old ones, in Japan, and also the quality on them and the name itself is still being used by model lenses made by Cosina, for example. It doesn't have a lot of buttons or functions or anything like that. Most of the functions are fitted at the front of the lens. So right at the end of the lens you have the focusing, so that one there, hopefully it will focus on the camera. So that ring there is the focusing ring. You have the aperture, and then you have the shutter speed at the back as well. So all the actual functions are fitted on the actual lens. At the top here you have a dial, and there is a button on the side. If you push that button in, that bit comes up, so you can actually rewind the film. You don't have to press, usually with film cameras you have to press another button sometimes at the bottom of the camera to release the film, and then you have to rewind it. With this one it's not the case. You just press the button on the side there, so there's like a small dial, boop, that goes up, and then you start rotating that. Very often, and I've seen it online that it happened to a lot of people, they have mistakenly thought that the camera was faulty, because the camera itself will not actually take a picture. The shutter button doesn't work. It's locked unless you have a film inside the camera. It opens from the bottom, and I will show you in a short clip as well how the whole mechanism works. It has a clip at the bottom there, so that one lifts up, and then you can actually pull it out, and then it basically opens up so you can put the film inside. I have used the camera actually last year on a small trip around the neighborhood with a friend of mine, David, and I have a couple of images that I've taken with it. It was the first time using the camera. I'll show you my day out with the camera and how I got along with it, and then we'll come back. Here we are, guys, with the camera, Vito B, out and about, trying to take some pictures. I'll load the film and we'll see what this little baby can do. So here's the camera. This is the film that I'm going to be using today. It's a Fujifilm Superia 200. It's fairly cheap film, but it does the job. It's a color one, and also you can develop it quite easily in most places. The way you load the film in this one is very similar to some of the old Leica ones. You have this clip here, and then you rotate it, that comes out, and the back lifts up. Now, film goes in there, and you do have to be quite careful with this ones. The lever here, you will see there's a slit, and the film has to go exactly in that slit. So let's see if I can do this. That's what is gonna keep the film in there and is gonna wind it all around. Never close the camera until you actually check that the film is going round. So now I can see that it's locked in there. We can close that, hold it down, put that back in, and now the film should be loaded. I always do it 2 times. Now let's try and take a picture. Settings are still a bit confusing, but I'll try a 60th of a second at what I assume is an f4, and I set the focus to infinity, so just hoping that will work. And the viewfinder is just so that you can have an idea of what you're framing, is not actually showing you how the picture is gonna look like. And when you're ready, let's hope for the best. So spiky! Those look nice. This might come out really blurry, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Have to remember after each picture to either wind the film or not wind the film, because I just took a picture earlier just pointing at the ground, because apparently I did wind the film. So I'm gonna try a slightly different setting here just to see if we're getting anything out of it. So now you wind it up and hoping to get a little bit of the lake in. So small, so cute. Found a cool spot. Let's see. It might actually start raining. Big clouds over there. So yeah, and there's David. that was my day out with the camera. Really had fun. I wish the weather would be nice again so I can go out and have more fun taking pictures, but hey, we'll have to wait, hopefully soon. But yes, I loved it. Only used it once on that day on the video that I showed you guys. I really want to get another film and try it with another film, as you guys could probably saw on my original images, on my first images. It didn't go as well. The focusing can be a bit tricky, I found. I think probably next time I'll just keep the focusing on infinite and hope for the best. But yes, overall I've enjoyed it. It is definitely a retro camera, a small camera. If you're looking for something that is quite tiny but has a really nice feel to it, the quality, the build is really nice. I will definitely recommend it. You can find it, I was looking online, and I think on eBay you can find this exact model from, I don't know, 20 to 50 quid or something like that. It depends. I think now the price might have gone up a little bit because everybody is kind of getting back into film photography and they want to do film photography. But it's not an expensive camera, but it's definitely a really fun one to play with. Well, that was for today, guys. I know this video is shorter than my other ones. I think it will be shorter than my other ones, but I really wanted to make it just to keep up the momentum. As I was saying in my previous video, when you feel the need to do something creative, just, you know, get up and do it. Just feed that moment and get creative. You know, we're still in lockdown, so it's nice to have something interesting, fun, creative to do. I will be preparing a couple more videos. There is one about editing that I'm very excited to film, but that will take a little bit longer to prepare and set up and everything. And if you guys have any suggestions of videos that you would like me to do, or cameras that you would like me to talk about, I have a couple of them that I could actually talk about and tell you guys a little bit more about them, or show you how to use them, how to put a film in them and stuff like that. Just let me know, write a comment down below, subscribe, notification bells and all that, share it with your friends, and yeah, if you enjoyed this, I'll probably see you next time. Until next time!